Very good morning to one and all. I am Dr.R.Hafeez Basha. Previously, I have served as CEO of Osmania Technology Business Incubator at Osmania University, and currently I am advisor at Engineering Staff College of India, that is 𝗧𝗧𝗏. So today in this webinar, we are going to discuss about career opportunities, especially for engineering and polytechnic students. So first we will talk about what are the various career paths that are there for the students. So initially we will spend some time on discussing about various job opportunities that are there. After that, there might be some students who are interested for higher education. So we will have a detailed discussion on various opportunities that are there if you want to go for higher education. And then finally we will talk about the trending topic, that is entrepreneurship, where students can explore opportunities in startups. So job opportunities, higher education and entrepreneurship. These are the three career paths that every student can think of. Coming to job opportunities, so it is always advisable to all the students that while pursuing your education itself, always go for internships, because there are a lot of companies who are now recruiting based on the performance of the students in the internships. So either it is polytechnic or if it is engineering, so students are always advisable that you go and work with the companies, sit with them, you understand their work culture, not only the field of study that you are undergoing during your college, but also the work ethics, the discipline, the way you have to interact with your colleagues, everything will be taught during your internship. Internship opportunities are vast. Lot of platforms are there where you can post your profile, you can apply for internships. At the same time, companies are also advertising. They are calling for applications where students can appear for the interviews. They can face the interviews while pursuing their education itself, so which will be a learning experience for them. The student is done with their internship, so it will add in the profile. Students can add in the resume that while pursuing their education, parallelly they have also worked in certain companies and they have gained some work experience. So when they go for the actual interviews for job opportunities, these internships will definitely play important role for the candidate to get selected in the companies. Nowadays, even colleges have incorporated within their curriculum officially where student has to go for internship for 2 to 3 months, and once the student finishes their internship and come back to the college, the student will also get some credits in the academic structure. This is how the colleges have also improvised their curriculum, and universities are also supporting this, because now it is experiential learning. So just learning in the classroom is not sufficient, because the skill sets that are needed, it needs practical exposure. That is the reason students are advisable to go work in the companies and do their internships. So again, internships, there are two kind of opportunities. One is free internships, where company does not pay anything, at the same time you also need not pay anything to the company. So it is free internship. Once you finish your internship, you will gain the work experience and you will be provided with the experience letter, which is very valuable to you. At the same time, if you are really performing well during your internships, lot of companies will be very happy to provide you with stipend. So most of the companies, they provide monthly stipend to their interns while working with their organization, and once the students complete their internship period, they will be provided with the experience letter, which student can add in his or her resume. So this is all about internships. I understand that most of the students are interested in IT jobs. So first we will talk about how is the corporate scenario currently, and then after this I will also talk about government jobs, where students can explore opportunities in their core field. As you all know, this is AI era. So let us discuss about the job scenario that is there in this AI era. Every day in the news, we are hearing about layoffs in many of the companies. So students are really getting afraid. They are worried what kind of opportunities they can get after completion of their education, because experienced people in the IT sector, they themselves are not able to sustain. So what are the opportunities that are there for the freshers? This is the question in every student's mind. So here what I want to share with you all is, so there was a similar scenario in the past. When you look at your parents' generation, at that time suddenly there was something called as computerization that has happened, where every company, every organization started incorporating computers. So at that time people were really worried, people were they were like afraid. 4 or 5 people doing the work manually will be suddenly replaced by one computer with a computer operator, and that is how people started worrying about losing their jobs. Of course, the computerization has happened, every organization has upgraded themselves, and then what actually happened was, instead of losing jobs, new kind of job opportunities came. So suddenly there was IT boom, lot of IT companies came, lot of job opportunities were created. So this is what has happened in the past. So again today in this AI era, we are facing the same situation that has happened in the past. Like how there was computerization in the past, again now students have started worrying about AI. They are fearing that artificial intelligence is going to take over, AI is going to take over the jobs of many people, everything will be automated. So these kind of worries are there in this situation. So what I want to tell you here is, you need not fear of losing jobs, because similarly what has happened in the past during the computerization, there was a software boom. Like that, this time also new kind of job opportunities are going to come. So you should be prepared to face that situation. For that, the only key is you have to upskill yourself, you have to learn new technologies. Just have a look at your parents. During their generation, they didn't even had telephones at home. Later landlines came, after that mobile phones came. Now everybody are using smartphones. So just have a look at your parents. They are effectively able to use their smartphones. They are able to use all the apps that are there in the smartphones. What you observe there is, they have upgraded themselves. What they have not learnt during their childhood, what they have not seen, now suddenly this new generation has started using so many things, so many apps. So parents, they have upgraded themselves, they are able to use it effectively. So take it as an example. You students also have to get used to the latest happenings. So let me tell you, my dear student friends, today's latest technology is going to become, tomorrow it is going to become an outdated technology. So technology is changing so fast. So you have to catch up, you have to learn new technologies. Please learn AI, please learn other emerging technologies that are booming. Okay? So don't fear of losing the jobs. A new kind of job opportunities are going to come, and again there is going to be a software boom that is going to happen very soon. This is what I was mentioning, computerization in the past. At every workplace, computers were introduced in the late 20th century, which led to fears of job losses. But let me tell you, this fear was especially in the clerical and administrative roles. However, instead of mass unemployment, the computerization has created new job roles such as IT support, software development, data management, etc. So the industries that has embraced the computers, they saw massive productivity gains, leading to the rise of global corporations and tech-driven economies. So similar to the past, the AI advancements are triggering concerns about job displacement. So automation, machine learning and robotics are replacing repetitive and rule-based jobs such as data entry, customer support, that is chatbots, and factory assembly line work. According to industry reports, nearly 50% of the existing jobs could be affected by artificial intelligence in the next decade. But however, new opportunities will emerge. So, students should upskill and reskill to stay relevant. Now, when we talk about new kind of job opportunities, so AI is not only going to replace jobs, but also going to create new kind of job opportunities. So, students, please look at all the emerging technologies that are there. Look at AI, look at machine learning, that is AI ML development, look at data science and analytics, cyber security, cloud computing and edge AI. Also, please go through AI ethics, policy roles which going to be create jobs. So, new roles require a blend of technical skills, creativity and problem solving rather than just routine work. At the same time, you also need soft skills. You need soft skills like critical thinking, adaptability and emotional intelligence that will become more valuable. Just as there was IT boom during the 1990s and 2000s which created millions of jobs, similarly AI is expected to drive the next wave of software innovation. So, the companies worldwide are investing heavily in AI powered solutions, automation and digital transformation. AI is making software development faster, with 90% of the code expected to be AI generated in the future. Developers must now shift from just writing the code to understand and refine the AI generated solutions. Nowadays, AI is able to generate the entire code. So, students should be able to understand that new code and try to make modifications in that, applying their own sense. The AI driven ecosystem is also booming. It is opening avenues for innovation, startups and entrepreneurship. If you want to conclude this AI thing, what I would like to share is the outsourcing model that existed all these years, it is going to disappear. Already 70% of the job market is impacted. The BPO sector will go off. The managed services would be significantly downsized. So, earlier the developed countries, they used to outsource everything to other countries, like where India has gained significantly the outsourcing market. Lot of BPOs, lot of KPOs had emerged and made good businesses, and it has also created huge employment opportunities in the past. But now, since these BPO and KPO sector are going to evaporate, so there will be significant impact in the outsourcing model. So, this is what I was mentioning, already 70% has been impacted, and very soon this outsourcing model is going to disappear. So, upskilling and reskilling is the key to success. I was also mentioning 90% of the code is going to be AI generated. So, please learn to enhance that AI generated code, applying your own skills. So, this is all about IT jobs. Now, I want to talk on government jobs. So, my dear students, as the competition is very high towards IT and not many jobs that are going to be there, it is advised for you all to take up jobs in your respective core fields. I know many of the students, you are pursuing your engineering in fields like electrical engineering, electronics engineering, computer science and various other core sectors like mechanical, instrumentation, what not. So, why do not you focus on your respective core fields rather than switching over from your core field to IT sector. Okay. So, when you look at government jobs, please understand that it is going to be a very stable and a prestigious career path. The government jobs offer stability, financial security, and you will also get societal respect. Government jobs are highly competitive, of course. It requires lot of dedication and preparation for the exams. Exams like UPSC, SSC, GATE, RRB, and even bank probationary officers exams. So, coaching centers are there, lot of online resources are there, okay, and there is a structured study plans that are there which will help you to crack these exams. So, my dear students, so please think about it, okay. So, do not ignore this. I understand that lot of our South Indians, they always want immediate success, they want to get into IT jobs, but if you have patience, if you can sit and have the preparation, lot of students they are pursuing their engineering, they are pursuing their engineering in core fields, but when they come to career, they are always thinking about switching over towards IT, okay. So, if you stick to your core field and prepare yourself for the job opportunities that are there in your core sectors, so definitely you can also achieve success. So, let me talk about the UPSC, that is civil services and state government jobs. I had an opportunity to serve as advisor at UPSC in the past, where I was involved in preparing the question paper for the prelims. So, what I observed is not many students from the south are showing interest in appearing for civil services. So, they do not even think about appearing for the exam, because they feel that it is not going to be happen. So, students they have a fear that I think we are not going to able to clear the exam. With that fear only, many students are reluctant, they do not even apply for it. But no, let me tell you guys, all the people who are applying for UPSC exam, not everyone are the serious aspirants. There are only very few students who have spent lot of time in preparation, and those students will definitely clear the prelims as well as the mains, and they are going to crack the civil services exams. So, you should also have a higher goal, aim for big opportunities. If you appear for UPSC, that preparation is going to help you even for other competitive exams. So, like UPSC conducted by the central government, even at the state level, we have public sector, we have preparation for State Public Service Commission, which conducts group 1, group 2 exams for administrative positions. So, this preparation is going to help you not only for UPSC, but also for the state level government jobs. Specific to engineering graduates, there is an examination called Engineering Services Exam. Earlier it used to be called as IES, and now it is called as ESE. So, engineering graduates can specifically apply for this engineering services, which is again conducted by UPSC. It offers high ranking positions in government sectors such as railways, power sector, public works, etc. When we talk about public sector undertakings, that is PSUs, so there are a lot of PSUs like BHEL, ONGC, NTPC, we have ISRO, DRDO, which offer excellent career opportunities with very good salaries and job security. Most of the PSUs they recruit engineers through GATE exam, while some of them conduct their own exams, otherwise most of them they recruit engineers through GATE. So, it is advisable that all of you please appear for the GATE exam. So, the rank that you will get in your GATE, the GATE score is going to help you not only for going for higher studies, but also it is going to help you to get jobs in the core sector, especially in the public sector units, that is PSUs. Coming to Indian Railways, Indian Railways also recruits engineers for both technical as well as managerial roles through their own exams such as RRB, JEE and SSE exams. At the same time, you also have opportunities in Indian Armed Forces, all the tri-forces, that is Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, they offer positions for engineering students. So, there are 3 schemes: technical entry scheme, that is TES, university entry scheme, that is UES, then combined defense service exam CDS, where students get opportunity to join the armed forces and serve the country. Even police jobs and banking sector you students can explore, because nowadays even in the police department there are recruiting engineering students, because lot of advancements, technological advancements is happening even in policing. You might have heard about the command control that was established by the police department. So, they are recruiting engineering graduates as officers. So, you can explore. If you go through UPSC, you can crack. If you get it, you can become IPS officer and serve the department. At the same time, state level entry is also there, where you can become DSP or sub inspector through the state level police exams. Similarly, the banking sector, that is IBPS, we have SBI, a lot of nationalized banks which recruit engineers for various IT officer roles. So, engineering students, they get a significant opportunity in managerial positions, specialist officers, etc. in the banking sector as well. Here I would like to conclude about the job opportunities that are there for engineering and polytechnic students. Now, let us move to our next topic, that is higher education. So, when we talk about higher education, most of the students, the first doubt that they get in their mind is, shall I do masters MTech or shall I do MBA? So, that is what I have made a slide for that, MBA or MTech. So, the students who are interested in business, who are interested to become managers, who want to become entrepreneurs and they want to get into leadership roles, for them MBA is suitable, because it leads to various careers in marketing, finance, HR operations, consulting and general management. So, MBA is very much suitable for engineering graduates who want to transition into managerial roles in various companies. On the other hand, the students who want to pursue their MTech, it is ideal for people who want to specialize in their engineering, technology and research. So, if you pursue MTech, it will lead to careers in research and development, academia, product development and technical leadership. If you want to become a subject matter expert, that is SME in a particular domain, then MTech is suitable. So, before you take a decision, you think twice whether to take MBA or go and pursue MTech. Accordingly, you can make your plans for the higher education. Here I want to give an example. Lot of companies nowadays, they are sponsoring their employees for higher education. Even in my case, after I graduated, I started with my corporate job, and while working, I got an opportunity through my company through something called as Learn While You Earn program, where company has supported me for my higher education. Most of my colleagues, they did their MBA, but on the other hand, I was enthusiastic to do MTech, because after MTech I had plans to do PhD. It was my dream to have doctor in front of my name. So, for that reason, instead of MBA I pursued MTech. So, my company sponsored me for pursuing my masters. So, right from the tuition fee, admission fee and even for books also, the company has taken care, and successfully I was able to complete my masters with the support of my company. So, like that there are a lot of examples, like companies like Wipro. Wipro, they recruit degree college students, where the students get recruited as trainees, software trainees, and then during weekends they are allowed to go and pursue their higher studies. Wipro is having officially tie up with 𝗵𝗵𝗏. So, Monday to Friday you get chance to work in the company, and Saturday and Sunday there will be classes that will be conducted by 𝗵𝗵𝗏, where you can complete your masters while working in parallel. So, similarly other companies also have tie-ups with lot of academic institutions, like TCS is collaborated with IIT Madras, Infosys is collaborated with Manipal University, Wipro and Cognizant are tied up with 𝗵𝗵𝗏. So, like that Accenture, IBM, Capgemini and various other companies are tied up with lot of top universities, and there are also tie-ups for online certifications, MBA, PG diploma, etc. So, my dear students, it is a great opportunity if you have a plan to go for higher studies, you can explore this option where you can get into a job and take benefit of the company sponsoring you for your higher studies. So, like that you can do job, at the same time you can parallelly complete your education. So, this is one important thing which I wanted to share with you. There are advantages of corporate sponsored higher education. First of all, financial support. So, you need not worry about the expenses that are involved for your higher studies, because there is no burden on employees, because company is going to fund your tuition fee. And career growth, it opens doors to promotions and leadership roles, and moreover the curriculum, the courses are designed as per the corporate needs, because the company is going to tie up with the university, where company will specify what is it they need, and accordingly the university has designed that course and the student will pursue that course. And then very important is flexibility. So, these programs are designed to balance work as well as study. So, work life balance will also be there. So, these are some of the advantages of corporate sponsored higher education if you want to do job and pursue your higher studies simultaneously. Now, I want to talk about higher education abroad. There are a lot of students who have a dream to go abroad and study. They want to gain that foreign exposure, but most of them they do not take this step because they are afraid of the financial concerns. Already their parents have spent a lot of money for their education, right from the school, intermediate, polytechnic, diploma, and then for your bachelor's. Already parents have spent lot of money up to your bachelor's. So, most of the students think that it is time for them to get into the job and do not become a burden to the parents anymore. But most of the students, they do not know that there are lot of free education opportunities that are there. Most of the students, when we talk about higher education abroad, they always think about English speaking countries, that is US, UK, Australia or New Zealand. But there are so many other countries that are offering something called as free education. So, information is available right in your hand, in your mobile phones. You can just search free education abroad. You can find lot of opportunities. So, countries like Europe, in Europe we have France, Germany and Italy offering this kind of free education opportunities. Similarly, in Asia we have countries like Japan, South Korea, China who support these free education opportunities. And at the same time, there are few scholarships being kept, especially for Indian students. There is one exclusive scholarship called as C.V. Raman scholarship, where students they get an opportunity to go and study in France using this opportunity. Scholarships play a key role for your higher education abroad. I myself studied abroad in Japan. I got a scholarship from government of Japan, where right from the flight I took from Hyderabad, my 3 years stay in Japan and then back to India, everything was sponsored. At the same time, the students of today, they are very lucky, they have lot of support from the government. So, I want to share some of the government schemes that are being kept for students who are planning to go and study abroad. So, for minority students, there is something called as Chief Minister's Overseas Scholarship Scheme, where the students from minority community, they can go and they can take help from this scheme and go and study abroad. I think there is a phone call that is coming. Hello.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Hi.
My name is Chandana, sir. నేను వరంగల్ నుంచి కాల్ చేస్తున్నాను.
చెప్పండి అమ్మా.
సార్ నేను బీటెక్ కంప్లీట్ చేశాను సార్. సిఎస్సి బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ నాది.
కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ చేశారా?
సార్
బీటెక్ ఎందులో చేశారు?
సిఎస్సి సార్.
కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ లో చేశారు. ఓకే.
కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్.
ఓకే.
అయితే ఇప్పుడు నాది కంప్లీట్ అయిపోయింది బీటెక్. నేను ఇప్పుడు స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ లో జాబ్స్ అప్లై చేసుకోవాలండి. ఎట్లాంటి జాబ్స్ కి నేను సర్చ్ చేసుకోవాలి సార్? అది ఇంకా ప్రాసెస్ ఎలా ఉంటుంది సార్? ఇప్పుడు నేను ఏదైనా జాబ్ కి స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ లో ఉన్న జాబ్ కి ఏదైనా అప్లై చేయాలంటే ప్రాసెస్ ఏంటి? నేను ఎట్లాంటి జాబ్స్ కి నేను ట్రై చేయొచ్చు సార్? అది కొంచెం చెప్తారా?
అదే అండి, మీరు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్లో బ్యాచిలర్స్ చేశారు కాబట్టి మీ ప్రైమరీ ఎయిమ్ ఐటీ సెక్టర్ ఉండాలి. కానీ మీరు గవర్నమెంట్ జాబ్స్ ప్రిఫర్ చేస్తున్నారు కాబట్టి you are equally eligible to apply for all the government jobs that are there. ఇప్పుడు అందులో కూడా చాలా కేటగిరీస్ ఉంటాయి. యూ కెన్ అప్లై ఫర్ స్టేట్ గవర్నమెంట్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ జాబ్స్, ఎస్ఎస్సి ఉంది. గేట్ ఎగ్జామ్ రాశారా మీరు? గేట్ ఎగ్జామ్ రాస్తే కనుక మీకు వచ్చిన గేట్ స్కోర్తో యూ ఆర్ ఎలిజిబుల్ టు అప్లై ఫర్ పబ్లిక్ సెక్టర్ యూనిట్స్, పిఎస్యూస్. ఇట్లా మీకు చాలా గవర్నమెంట్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి. సో మీరు కంప్యూటర్ సైన్స్ చేశారు కాబట్టి మీకు ఐటీ సెక్టార్లో కూడా యూ హ్యావ్ ఆపర్చునిటీ, గవర్నమెంట్ సెక్టార్లో కూడా యూ హ్యావ్ ఈక్వల్ ఆపర్చునిటీ. యా, సో ఐ వాస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ద సపోర్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ ఫర్ హైయర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ అబ్రాడ్. సో ఫర్ మైనారిటీ స్టూడెంట్స్ వీ హ్యావ్ చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్స్ ఓవర్సీస్ స్కాలర్షిప్ స్కీమ్, వేర్ students from the minority community, they can avail this opportunity and they can go abroad and study. So at the same time, for SC and ST students, we have Ambedkar Overseas Vidya Nidhi scheme that is kept, and Mahatma Jyotibai Phulke Overseas Scholarship for BC and EBC students. So in this, the students get benefit up to 20 lakhs as per the admission letter or whichever is less, and it also includes a one-way economy class airfare. So students can explore opportunities from the schemes that are being kept. The last segment of today's webinar is on entrepreneurship. So in earlier days, only the people who are rich, who have lot of money, only they used to think about entrepreneurship. But now the scenario has been changed. Even if you don't have money, if you have a good idea which is business viable, you can also become an entrepreneur. So nowadays lot of opportunities are there where students can explore entrepreneurship as one of the career option along with job opportunities, along with higher education. Entrepreneurship is also one of the job career opportunity that is there. So here I will talk about what are the benefits of startups. I am also going to share some of the government schemes, grants that are being kept. I will talk about the angel investments, venture capital funding, and I will talk about incubation centers and what is happening at educational institutions with respect to innovation and entrepreneurship. So these are some of the topics which I am going to share within this segment. So first, when we talk about startups, so many of you think that if you have an idea and if you are building it, that itself is a startup. No, startup is having a specific definition. Startup is something where an idea has to be new, it has to be innovative, it has to disrupt the market, it has to provide huge job opportunities, and moreover there is a risk that is involved. If you are taking that risk, then you are an entrepreneur. The benefits of startups are first of all, they have independence, where entrepreneurs work on their own ideas and they can create disruptive solutions. Second, scalability and growth potential. The startups have the potential to scale quickly with the right business model. Financial rewards. So, successful startups can bring significant returns through revenue, through acquisitions or through IPOs. Next is job creation and economic impact. So, startups contribute to employment generation and skill development. So, these are some of the benefits of the startups. So, many students, they are confused about business and entrepreneurship. Many think that they both might be same, but no, business and entrepreneurship, they both are different. When it is different, you should also know what is the difference. When coming to business, if you start something that somebody else has already started before, then the question in your mind is, why are you starting it? You are going to start it because you have already seen that somebody else has started before and they are making huge profits. It means it is a successful business model. That is the reason you are also interested, you also want to do that business and make profits. If that is the case, it is only a business and you are a businessman, nothing beyond that. It is not entrepreneurship. On the other hand, if you start a business that nobody else has started before, you do not even know whether it will be successful or not, but still you are taking that risk, then you are an entrepreneur. Because you are taking that risk, the government is supporting you with lot of schemes and grants. So, here I am going to talk about some of the initiatives taken by the government. In India, we have something called as Startup India initiative, where the government is giving lot of benefits such as tax exemptions, mentorship and legal support through Startup India initiative. Similarly, we have Stand Up India, we have MSME schemes, where in Stand Up India, the SC, ST and women entrepreneurs, they get bank loans, and MSME schemes where financial aid and incubation support is being given to small businesses. We have lot of schemes. When NITI Aayog was formed, it was given responsibility to tackle the issue of unemployment, and that is where NITI Aayog came up with something called as Innovation Mission. They named it as Atal Innovation Mission, and under that they started few programs for schools and few programs for the higher educational institutions. At schools, they started something called as tinkering labs. Tinkering labs are nothing but a small lab inside a school equipped with all the latest technologies. It can be AI, it can be robotics, it can be 3D printing and what not. The idea here is, the kids at that age, if they get that exposure through these tinkering labs, by the time they grow up, they will do definitely something towards innovation. So, with this idea, tinkering labs was started in schools, and let me tell you, this is one of the most successful program of NITI Aayog, that is Atal Tinkering Lab. India is having almost 20,000 plus tinkering labs across the country. It means that 20,000 schools have started tinkering labs in their respective campuses. Hello.
హలో సార్, గుడ్ మార్నింగ్. నా పేరు శివ, నేను ఆదిలాబాద్ కాల్ చేస్తున్నాను.
చెప్పండి శివ గారు.
మై క్వశ్చన్ ఈస్ లైక్, హౌ డు వి హ్యాండిల్ నర్వస్ డ్యూరింగ్ అన్ ఇంటర్వ్యూ?
ప్రాక్టీస్ అండి. సో స్టూడెంట్స్ షుడ్ ప్రాక్టీస్. దే హ్యావ్ టు అపియర్ ఫర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్. ఒకటే ఇంటర్వ్యూలో అయిపోతుంది అనుకోవడం తప్పు. మనం వీ హ్యావ్ టు అపియర్ ఫర్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఇంటర్వ్యూస్. అందుకే నేను ఈరోజు సెషన్లో ఐ వాస్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఇంటర్న్షిప్ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ అనమాట. సో ఇంటర్న్షిప్స్లో ఏమవుతుందంటే, యూ విల్ సిట్ విత్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ కంపెనీస్ అపియరింగ్ ఫర్ ద ఇంటర్వ్యూ. సో ప్రాక్టీస్తోనే మీకు ఈ ఫియర్ అనేది పోతుంది. ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే, మీరు యూ హ్యావ్ టు బిల్డ్ యువర్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్. ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ కాన్ఫిడెంట్ అబౌట్ వాట్ యు ఆర్ లెర్న్డ్ డ్యూరింగ్ యువర్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్, then that confidence will overcome your fear. Yeah, so let us continue. So I was talking about the tinkering labs that were established in schools, where the kids of that young age. As we all know how the kids are very curious, they ask a lot of questions, where students of engineering colleges, they do not ask many questions. So, these kids, when exposure is given to them at their age, by the time they grow up, when they come to their undergraduation, they will definitely do something towards innovation. So, let me tell you guys, even the students have done very big. Our kids, they got opportunity to visit several countries. They have gone to Singapore, they have gone to Russia, they have gone to various other countries, and they have presented their ideas. Even students of those countries have also come to India on various exchange programs. Next is incubation centers. Incubation centers were started in higher educational institutions to support student led ideas. As you all know, young minds have more ideas, they have fresh ideas. So, in order to harness those ideas, educational institutions are also being encouraged to start incubation centers in their respective premises. So, Niti Aayog itself has kept a scheme, TBI, we have a scheme from DST. So, similarly other ministries like MeitY, Ministry of Electronics and IT, has kept a scheme called as TIDE scheme, which supports technology startups with even grants for prototype development. So, Department of Science and Technology, DST, has kept something called as Nidhi Prayas, which provides early stage grants to student and faculty led startups. In addition to the support being given by the central government, even the state governments have kept additional schemes to support the startup ecosystem of their respective states. So, in Telangana, we have a very robust and dynamic ecosystem for startups. So, Telangana government has established multiple initiatives and incubators to foster innovation, entrepreneurship and skill development among students and professionals. Some of the key initiatives taken by the Telangana government is, we have T-Hub, that is Technology Hub, which is today considered as one of the world's largest innovation center. In addition to this, as exclusively for women, they have started something called as Women Entrepreneurs Hub, that is WeHub, which is India's first state led incubator for women. And then in order to support rural innovations, they started Telangana Innovation Cell, that is TGIC. In order to support research and innovations, Research and Innovation Circle of Hyderabad, that is RICH, was established. So, similarly in agriculture field, we have AG Hub, that is Agriculture Innovation Hub at the Agricultural University. So, T-Hub is India's largest startup incubator, which is based in Hyderabad. It provides mentorship, funding, infrastructure for startups in technology driven industries. So, T-Hub has also kept a lot of initiatives to support academic institutions through various programs, where the experts from T-Hub, they engage with the colleges, they help them, they guide them, they handhold the student ideas and take them to the next level. And it has excellent infrastructure and lot of opportunities, lot of networks, lot of people visit T-Hub every day, and the students also, they get benefit. Field visits are being arranged for a lot of colleges, where college students, they go and have a field trip at T-Hub, where the T-Hub facilitates walkthrough through their ecosystem. So, T-Hub is having partnership with lot of global corporations, academia, venture capital firms in order to support entrepreneurs. So, T-Hub 2.0 is today one of the world's largest innovation campuses. Next, when we talk about WeHub, as I was mentioning, WeHub is India's first state led incubator for women entrepreneurs. It supports women led startups and businesses through funding, mentorship and market access. It focuses on technology, social impact as well as rural entrepreneurship. So, Telangana Innovation Cell, that is TGIC, it focuses on fostering innovation across the sectors. It works primarily on policy innovation, grassroots entrepreneurship and corporate innovation. It promotes design thinking and innovation in education, governance and social impact. So, TGIC has a flagship program called as Intinta Innovator, which means innovator in every home. So, Intinta Innovator identifies and nurtures grassroots innovations from rural and urban Telangana, where it encourages students, homemakers, farmers and entrepreneurs to showcase their innovative ideas. It provides mentorship, it provides incubation support and visibility to help the innovators to commercialize their solutions. So, TGIC is doing lot of activities across various districts which are supported by the local district collectors, where all these innovations are recognized, they get certificate which is awarded by the district collector, and then these innovations are then taken to the next level and supported both financially as well as in the form of mentorship. Next is Research and Innovation Circle of Hyderabad. So, RICH bridges the gap between the research institutions, academia and industry. The major focus of RICH is life sciences, agriculture, aerospace and clean energy innovations. Similarly, it also supports technology commercialization, incubation support and funding for research based startups. So, Research and Innovation Circle of Hyderabad is working closely with the Office of Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, where they are supporting lot of research enabled technology startups. When we specifically talk about agriculture, I wanted to introduce 𝗳𝗧. So, 𝗳𝗧 it incubates agripreneurs and agri-tech startups. It focuses on subjects like precision farming, food processing, supply chain innovation and rural entrepreneurship. It provides funding, mentorship and industry collaborations, especially for the agri based startups. So, here in Agricultural University, the 𝗳𝗧 has been established by the government and it is catering to the needs of the farmers. In addition to the central government schemes and then the state government support, there are also lot of angel networks, lot of venture capital funding that is happening to support the startups with their financial needs. So, as the word itself suggests, angels, angels are the people who support the startups. Angel investors are high net worth individuals who provide early stage funding. Here in Hyderabad, we have Hyderabad Angels, which is one of the largest angel investor network in the country. On the other hand, we have venture capital firms which invests in high growth startups. So, there are lot of venture capital firms. So, most of the startups, they think that there are a lot of ideas, there are a lot of startups that are there, but they are unable to find the investment opportunities. But on the other hand, when we look at the investors keep telling that we are ready to invest in startups, but they are not able to find genuine startup where they can invest money. So, it is the other way around. There are lot of venture capitalists sitting over there, they are waiting for the right startup to find, but they are unable to find genuine startup. So, this gap is always there which has to be bridged. So, in order to bridge this gap, lot of government and private incubators have been established. Today I think in Telangana itself there are 100 plus incubators that are there, out of which 40-45 are there in Hyderabad itself. They provide mentorship, they provide funding opportunity as well as office space for the startups. Now, I want to talk about incubation centers at educational institutions. So, as I was mentioning, students like you have lot of ideas because you are young minds have fresh ideas. In order to harness these ideas, now government is encouraging to set up incubation centers within the educational institutions. So, Government of India, especially the Ministry of Education, has already made it mandatory for all the educational institutions to have their own incubation centers in their premises. In addition to this, the accreditation agencies like NAAC, NBA, they have kept points. If the college is having an incubation center, straight away they get some points in the accreditation process. So like that, the accreditation agencies are encouraging the colleges to set up incubation centers for the benefit of students. In addition to accreditation agencies, nowadays even the ranking agencies have also, they have prioritized incubation centers at educational institutions. So this is a support being offered by the government. The government is providing seed money to the startups through various centrally sponsored schemes. At the same time, I was just mentioning, even the state government is supporting the startups with funding opportunities, with mentorship, with ecosystem. At the same time, educational institutions have also contributed by establishing centers at within their own premises. So in order to share a few examples, hello చెప్పండి.
సార్ నా పేరు అర్జున్ సార్, నేను నిర్మల్ నుంచి కాల్ చేశాను. నాది రీసెంట్ 2024 బీటెక్ పాస్ అయిపోయింది సార్. సార్ ఇది నాకు కొన్ని ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉన్నాయి సార్. స్టేజ్ ఫియర్ టిప్స్ ఏమైనా చెప్పారు సార్? ఏదైనా గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్ కింద ఏదైనా ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది, స్టేజ్లో ఏమైనా మాట్లాడడానికి కొంచెం అనేది ఉంటుంది, దానికి సంబంధించిన ఏమైనా టిప్స్ ఏమైనా ఇస్తారా సార్?
రైట్. సో స్టేజ్ ఫియర్ ఒకటి, ఇంకా గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్ ఇది, ఈ రెండు యూ వాంట్ టు నో, రైట్ అండి. సో వెన్ వి టాక్ అబౌట్ స్టేజ్ ఫియర్ పోవాలంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ మీరు స్టేజ్ ఎక్కాలి. If and only when you come on the stage, when you stand, then only you can think about overcoming your fear అనమాట. నేను ఏదో వెళ్ళి నేర్చుకునే స్కిల్ కాదు ఇది, ఇది ప్రాక్టీస్తో వచ్చే స్కిల్ అనమాట. సో మీరు స్టేజ్ ఫియర్ పోవాలంటే ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు మేక్ ఎ హ్యాబిట్ టు ఆల్వేస్ గో అండ్ స్టాండ్ ఆన్ ద స్టేజ్ అండ్ ఫేస్ ద క్రౌడ్ అనమాట. అలా మీరు ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే కనుక ఈవెన్చువలీ యూ ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లూజ్ యువర్ స్టేజ్ ఫియర్. ఓకే. అండ్ కమింగ్ టు గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్ అనేది ఏంటంటే మీలో ఉన్న లీడర్షిప్ స్కిల్ని ఐడెంటిఫై చేయడానికి ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ అనమాట. సో గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్లో మీరు ఫస్ట్ ప్రయారిటైజ్ చేయాల్సింది ఏంటంటే వాట్ ఈజ్ ద క్వాలిటీ ఆఫ్ ఎ లీడర్. నేను లీడర్ అవ్వాలంటే నాలో ఉన్న క్వాలిటీస్ ఏంటి అనేది మనం ఎగ్జిబిట్ చేయాలి గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్లో. సో గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్లో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు టేక్ ఇనిషియేటివ్ to initiate the discussion, then you are a leader anamata. So when a group of people are sitting in a group discussion, if you are the first person to initiate the discussion, then you will get one bonus point for you, HR will give. Okay. Sometimes what happens is మీరు ఇనిషియేట్ చేసినప్పుడు at the same time another person will also initiate anamata. అప్పుడు మీరు ఆర్గ్యూ చేయకుండా you have to give opportunity to the other person anamata. అది కూడా ఒక లీడర్షిప్ లక్షణం. సో అప్పుడు దట్ పర్సన్ విల్ టేక్ ఇట్ అప్ అండ్ దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ దట్ యూ కెన్ కంటిన్యూ యువర్ డిస్కషన్. సో గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్లో మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఏంటంటే గ్రూప్లో ఉన్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ మాట్లాడేటట్టుగా మీరు మోడరేట్ చేయాలి. సో ఇట్ మీన్స్ యాజ్ ఎ లీడర్ యు ఆర్ గివింగ్ ఆపర్చునిటీ టు ఎవ్రీ వన్. ఓకే. ఇవన్నీ వన్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ స్కిల్స్. అనదర్ సెట్ ఆఫ్ స్కిల్స్ ఏంటంటే మీరు మాట్లాడేది హౌ రెలవెంట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ టు ద టాపిక్ గివన్ టు యూ. సో దీంట్లో మీరు ఏమైనా ఫ్యాక్ట్స్ అండ్ ఫిగర్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారా, ఏమైనా ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ కోట్ చేస్తున్నారా, ఇవన్నీ ఏంటంటే ఇట్స్ యాడ్స్ అప్ టు ద డిస్కషన్ అనమాట. యు ఆర్ యాడింగ్ వాల్యూ టు ద గ్రూప్ డిస్కషన్. సో ఇట్లా మీరు యూ కెన్ ఓవర్ పవర్ అదర్స్ అనమాట. ఓకేనా? రైట్ అండి. నౌ లెట్ us get back to the incubation centers at educational institutions. So here I wanted to give some examples. So most of the public universities in the state, including Osmania University, including JNTU, Kakatiya University, all educational institutions, they are now setting up incubation centers. They have already established and they have produced startups. When you look at Osmania University, there is a 10,000 SFT building, entire floor given for incubation center at Central Facilities for Research and Development, that is CFRD building, where ground floor and first floor they have kept for research and development, and entire second floor they are given for incubation center. Almost 300 co-working space seats are being kept for the benefit of students, where they can start their business while pursuing their education. Similarly, JNTU Hyderabad has started something called as JTBI. Their focus is technologies like IoT. They are funded by DST, Government of India. Now, Kakatiya University, Warangal also they have started something called as K-Hub, which is going to be operational very soon. So, similarly at various other regions, even at Nizamabad there is something called as Kakatiya Sandbox. So, like that everywhere incubation centers are being established. So, these are the areas which I wanted to focus on. So, every student you have 3 career paths. One is of course job opportunity. I think more than 90% of you think about getting into jobs. So, for you I have spoken about your career opportunity that is there in IT field, your core field, government jobs, and then the students who are looking for higher education. I think 90% they want to go for jobs, like that 9% they think about going for higher studies. So, higher studies both in India and abroad we have discussed. I have spoken about the scholarship opportunities that are there, where you can appear for the scholarships, you can get support for your higher studies. And then I even spoke about higher education abroad, where there are lot of free education opportunities that are being kept. In addition to that, I have also spoken about the state government support that is being given to the students to go and pursue their higher studies abroad. So, similarly, the students who want to get into entrepreneurship, I have spoken on what are the various opportunities that are there for entrepreneurs. In addition to jobs, in addition to higher education, entrepreneurship is also going to be a career option for you, which you have to consider. When you look at the placement scenario today, if you look at the average placement, most of the colleges the average placement has significantly dropped. The LPA that they display in the colleges, so that value is coming down. So, what I want to mention here is, మీరు అతి కష్టంగా అందరితో కంపీట్ అయ్యి ఇంత LPA జాబ్ తెచ్చుకుంటారా, లేదా ఇప్పుడున్న అవకాశాల వల్ల ఫర్ యువర్ స్టార్టప్ ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఈజీ టు రేజ్ fund for your startups with the opportunities that are there. So, think about it, okay, and choose your career wisely. Okay. You are young, you have lot of ideas, okay. Do not distract yourself, do not get into the wrong things. Okay. Technology has evolved, there are both pros and cons for it. Okay. So, utilize the technology for your career growth, okay, and get into a good career and become successful in your life. So, with this I want to conclude my presentation. So, if any queries are there, I am very open and happy to answer to all your queries. Thank you.